Hello guys, I'm back with my 2015 favorites. I'm really late for this video, but I still wanted to share them with you because I found so many great things in 2015. It's going to be 20 items and most of them are beauty or skincare or hair care related, but I also have my favorite YouTubers, my favorite books, and also my favorite movie. So to start with, I'm going to show you my favorite lip balms. I have 3 of them. I've been using them every day throughout most of the year, and the first brand that I love so much is called Hoorah. If I could, I would buy all of their tastes because they have, I think, around 20 of them, but I have just 2 in my collection, and one of them is called Vita, and I just love the concept. They basically have 3 different Ayurveda types of balms for the 3 different Ayurveda constitutions, and as I'm predominantly a Vata, I absolutely love this, especially for the winter. It has all the warming oils and spices for Vata. It tastes amazing and I love it. And the other one is called Tinted Cinnamon Lip Balm, and this one is also great because it tastes of cinnamon, obviously. And another cool thing about it is that it's red, so it gives a little bit of a red tint to the lips, and I love it so much for everyday use. I have another favorite lip balm or lip butter, and it's from my favorite makeup brand of 2015, which is 100% pure. I absolutely love this brand. I wish I had more products from them, but slowly I'm buying more and more because I just love them. So this is a fruit pigmented lip butter, and it's kind of red like this, and I'm wearing it on my lips right now so you can see what it looks like. It gives your lips a really nice red tint, and I think it's so beautiful. It doesn't taste of anything much, it doesn't smell of anything either, but I just love the way it looks and I love the way it makes my lips feel. So it's definitely one of my favorite things of this year. Next, I'm going to show you my favorite blush of the year, and again it's from 100% pure because I'm obsessed with this brand, and it looks tiny but it lasts forever. You need just a tiny amount of it. It looks like this, and it's in color peach, I believe. Just so natural. I'm actually wearing it on my cheeks today. I'm wearing most of these things that I'm going to mention today, and the ingredients are just unbelievable. There are all the different natural oils and all the pigments that don't actually use minerals. They use all kinds of vegetable materials, so they use things like chocolate, like goji berry, acai berry, and so on. It's just, I'm absolutely in love with this blush and with the quality and with the ingredients. You know, if one day the brand wanted to send me some products to try, I would probably die of happiness because I love them so much. The next product I'm going to show you is my favorite mascara. I already mentioned it in my, I think, my favorite product video a while ago, and I also showed it in my only makeup tutorial that I've ever done. I still love it. It's still my favorite one. It's the Lash Alert Natural Mascara by a brand called Lily Lolo. It's a British brand, and it's actually my second favorite makeup brand. I use their foundation. I use a lot of things from them. I love them because the quality is amazing, and they're also very affordable. Probably the most affordable natural makeup brand. And this mascara, honestly, is better than any high street or designer brands that I used before. It's amazing because lengthening and thickening at the same time, and I'm wearing it right now. I'm actually wearing it in all of my videos, so I definitely recommend it if you haven't tried it yet. Next, we're going to move on to the hair care, and my favorite shampoo for most of this year has been, again, 100% pure product, and it's the Burdock and Neem Healthy Scalp Shampoo. I love this shampoo so much. I can say that this is my favorite shampoo of all times. It works better than anything I've ever tried, and it's completely natural. The ingredients are just super clean and super beautiful. It has a really nice smell. It leaves my hair super shiny and soft. It doesn't irritate my scalp at all. Actually, I think it healed my scalp. It's just amazing. It's never drying. It leaves my hair very manageable, and I'm definitely going to use it as long as this brand exists because it's that cool. The next product I'm going to talk about is also a hair product, and it's a brand that I used to use before when I lived in London, but then I moved away and I found it really expensive, and I wanted to try more natural things, but I never found anything that was working as well as that product. And so I went back to it, and it's a Vita Be Curly Curl Enhancer. It's not as pure in terms of ingredients as a lot of other products that I use, but it's still quite a natural brand, and this thing makes my hair look amazing. I just had to go back to it and see if it still made my hair look amazing, and it does. I'm wearing it in my hair right now. I use it after every single time I wash my hair. It just protects my curls from this dry wind and, you know, dry weather in general, from the sun. It just holds the curl pattern perfectly, and I love it. I highly recommend it if you have curly hair like mine. Next is time to talk about skincare, and I've been very loyal to 2 different oils in my skincare throughout the whole year. They are, first of all, Rosehip oil. One of my friends and viewers, whose name is Renata, told me that she loved Rosehip oil, and I got really intrigued, and I got it a bit later and I fell in love, and I've been using it since then. And Rosehip oil is probably my favorite facial oil right now. I use it as a moisturizer every single morning, and I've tried 2 different brands. I've tried Trilogy, and I've tried, I think it's a Belgian brand called Esential'aroms. And they're both really good, but this Belgian one, if you have it in your country, then definitely try it out, because it's better than the other one. It's more concentrated, it has more lycopene, the color is much stronger, it's thicker, so you actually need less of it. But the Trilogy one is really good too, so I definitely recommend it if you have any kind of scars, uneven skin tone, or just for any kind of skin, for aging, for acne. It's so good for anybody. The next oil I use every single day and I'm in love with is the Vitamin E Enhanced Professional Grade oil, and it's basically D-alpha tocopherol, which is vitamin E, blended with jojoba and avocado oils. This is like a vitamin E serum, and I actually got it sent by a brand called Health Priority. It was the first product I've ever got to review, and I loved it, but I didn't mention it to anybody for quite a while because I was having some skin issues a few months ago, my thyroid issues and so on, and so I wasn't sure if it was working well. But since then I've been using it every day for around 3 or 4 months. I love it so much, and I use it every single evening. So if you're looking for a good oil for the evening, if you have acne especially, if you have Asian skin, this oil is amazing. I highly recommend it. Talking about makeup, I actually forgot one item, which is my favorite foundation, which is the same as a year ago or 2 years ago. I've been using it forever. It's still the same pot, and it's the Lily Lolo mineral foundation in the color popcorn. I love it. It's just perfect. I love it because it doesn't have Magnesium Chloride, I think it's called. It's a kind of ingredient in a lot of conventional mineral makeup brands that can cause itching and irritated skin. This one doesn't have any of it. It's very pure. It looks amazing. It doesn't have too much shimmer to it. It's just perfect. And I applied with my Bare Minerals Kabuki brush, which I've also been loyal to forever, and it's just the best in my opinion. So I think that's enough talking about beauty and skincare. It's time to move on to my favorite teas. And I've been obsessed with a brand called Yogi Tea. If you're my friend on Instagram or Facebook, you would know that I have Yogi Teas all the time, and I keep posting their wisdom on my profile. And at the moment my favorite tea is Chai Verde. I love it so much because it's an Ayurvedic chai, which basically is green tea and all kinds of warming spices. I love it in the morning, I love it at night before bed. And I also have a tea called Clear Voice at the moment, which is awesome for any kind of irritations of the throat or a cough. I have it because I like the taste, but I've tried most of them and they're all amazing. And what I like so much about them is that they have a message. When you actually open the tea bag has a little message on it, and every single tea bag will have a different one. And they're just clever quotes that really motivate you. And the funniest thing is that every time you find a quote, it's so relevant to what's happening to you on that day and how you're feeling on that day. I just absolutely love this brand, and I love the marketing idea of putting these little quotes. So well done, people at Yogi Tea. You've done really, really well with this product. And another tea that I've been loving is Tulsi Brahmi tea by Organic India. I wanted to get just Tulsi, but then by mistake I ordered Tulsi Brahmi, and I love it. It's really, really good. And it's really good because it's very antioxidant rich, and it also energizes you, makes it easier for you to concentrate. It reduces the cortisol, which is amazing if you're experiencing any kind of stress or health problems. and revitalizes you. And I just love it because it gives you energy, but not like coffee would. It gives you energy, but it keeps you very grounded and focused without any kind of jittery feelings. So I really recommend it if you are into nice aromatic teas. And it tastes amazing as well, so it's good for you and it tastes amazing. It's just a winner. And usually when I have my Tulsi Brahmi tea every single morning, it's like a ritual for me. I actually use a teaspoon of this, and I also add a quarter of a teaspoon of organic ashwagandha powder to it to give it a bit more of an oomph. And ashwagandha is an Ayurvedic herb which is really good for anybody with low energy, with depression, with low thyroid, which is my main issue, and it just gives you even more of a steady energy throughout the day. I love the combination of these two together because ashwagandha is quite bitter, and mixed with Tulsi Brahmi it becomes just perfect. Talking about supplements that made the biggest difference for me in 2015, I must mention magnesium because it's been the best thing ever. I was so badly deficient in it after my paleo diet stint that I had to take it. But then I read a book about magnesium which really opened my eyes to the fact that magnesium deficiency is so relevant to pretty much anybody on earth and is so important to so many different processes in the body. So I really started focusing on taking it consistently every day, and it really transformed my health. Because the truth is, it's quite impossible to get enough magnesium from the diet because our soil is depleted of all the minerals, and it just doesn't have the same magnesium content that it used to have 50 or 100 years ago. So it's quite impossible to get enough from the diet naturally. And natural magnesium is really probably my favorite supplement of all. So I use either Natural Calm, which is just magnesium citrate powder, every single evening before bed because it helps you sleep. Or lately I've just been using magnesium chloride tablets, just because I feel like magnesium citrate is a little bit irritating for my throat and for my stomach. Magnesium chloride I find much more, I don't know, just works better with my body. And it's basically just extracted from the natural sea water. I also really like using magnesium oil, and I'll definitely be showing you how to make it and how to use it and all the benefits of it a bit later on in one of my videos. It definitely transformed my health as well, so definitely magnesium is the best supplement ever. Talking about books, I read so many books this year because, as you know, I didn't have electricity throughout the whole year. I didn't have that much to do with my time, so I decided to use that time to learn, study things, and just make myself better. And I read so many books, it was difficult for me to choose just 3 that made the biggest influence on my life. But I finally chose 3, and the first one is The Gifts of Imperfection by Brené Brown. And as strange as it might sound, I heard about this book for the first time from Estina O'Neill, which is so hated by everybody right now, and I'm not a fan of her either. But at some point I was following her new website that now has disappeared, and she did mention this book, and it really intrigued me, and I got it straight away. I read it, and it definitely influenced me so much. It just helped me free myself from worrying about what people think, being worried about making people like me, and just not being afraid of being vulnerable and being myself and being weird, and just be free. It's such a great book if you are into being creative and letting your true self shine. I highly recommend this book. The second book that I really loved was The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying by Marie Kondo. You probably know this book already because it's been all over the media lately. It's super popular. And I just read recently that Marie Kondo is one of the 100 most influential people of all time in the world. So that's quite amazing for an author. This book is all about tidying, about getting rid of the things that don't bring joy to your life and having a clean, tidy space. I've been a messy person all my life, and I've been a bit of a hoarder, my husband as well. So this book definitely changed my life because I'm slowly getting into a very organized way of life, and I'm really grateful to that book. The third book is a book that I mentioned a little bit earlier, and it's a book about magnesium. It's called The Magnesium Miracle, and it's written by Dr. Caroline Dean. This book truly changed my life because it explained to me why magnesium is so important for everybody, but it explained to me why I suffered so much on the paleo diet, why I suffered so much for so long, mainly because I was magnesium deficient. So it really inspired me to start using magnesium oil and to introduce more magnesium-rich foods in my diet and start taking the supplement, and slowly really transform my life. So I highly recommend this book if you have any kind of health issues. It's wonderful. Now let's move on to my favorite YouTubers, and this year is been all about 3 YouTubers. Actually, you could say 4, but 2 of them are kind of a couple, so they kind of go together. So the first one is Annie Jeffrey. I've always kind of liked her, but I've really enjoyed her last videos that she made in the last 6 months or so. She is a vegan YouTuber, which is not exactly how I eat myself, but I do love her videos because they're so positive, and she's such a positive and kind person. She's the most beautiful girl I've ever seen. I just love watching her videos because they make me feel good inside. And whenever I watch her What I Ate videos, I get inspired to eat healthier and to introduce more colorful foods in my diet. So I definitely highly recommend her channel. The second, actually 2 of my other favorite YouTubers are family. They are a couple, a married couple, and it's Alex and Mimi Icon. They're amazing because they're super inspiring. They have a super successful business. They both have YouTube channels. They are the creators behind the 5-minute journal, which is amazing. If I had a bit more money, I would totally get it, and I will once I can afford it, because it's a great way to enhance your productivity, and it's just a very great tool to have. I love their vlogs. I love their traveling vlogs. I love Alex's vlogs with all of his business tips. I just think they're really cool and really down to earth and really smart people. So if you're not following them already, then definitely look them up. And the fourth YouTuber that I really love is somebody I found quite recently, around 6 months ago, and it's Tara Therese. She's just such a beautiful girl. She's so young, yet she's so mature. She's pregnant, she's about to give birth. She is just really beautiful and inspirational. I love all of her videos just because I love her voice so much, and I love her face, and I love her makeup, and I just love watching her videos because they are, I don't know, they're full of positivity and they make me happy and they relax me. So definitely look her up if you're into beauty and pregnancy related things. And finally, my favorite movie. Again, I watched so many movies because we didn't have any electricity. It was dark in the evening, so we were charging the laptop throughout the day somewhere else, and then in the evening we watched a movie pretty much every single evening. So I had a huge list of all the movies that we watched this year, and I had a little bit of trouble choosing my favorite movie, but I think the one that stood out the most for me was called The Land of Blood and Honey, and it's a movie directed by Angelina Jolie. I think she's probably my most favorite actress of all times, but she's also a brilliant director. She didn't act in that movie, she was just directing it, and it was acted by actors from ex-Yugoslavia, and it's all about the Yugoslavian war. It's beautiful because, just like the title says, blood and honey, so there are some beautiful things and horrible things, and there is love mixed into the whole thing, and there's no black and white, just a lot of gray tones, and it's just a beautiful movie that really stays in your heart for a long time, stays in your thoughts, and it's just pure art. So I definitely recommend it if you haven't watched it already, and if you're not into typical Hollywood movies, you're going to love that one because it's different. So I guess these are all the things I loved in 2015. I can't wait to see what discoveries 2016 is going to bring, and now that I have electricity back, I'll be with you more often than last year, so that's a great thing. And my next video is going to be my recipe of the coconut gluten-free cookie, so keep your eye out for that, and I guess I'll have to say bye for now. Bye!